to Marina's kitchen. Today I'm going to make some cannelloni filling with ricotta and spinach, and they are so lovely to make. But first of all I made my tomato sauce because I wanted to cool it down. And what I've got here, I've got 2 tins of crushed tomato. I've got salt and pepper through it. I've got some nice basil leaves through it, and a teaspoon of oregano. So, and then some about a couple of tablespoons of olive oil. And that only just took about 10 to 15 minutes to thicken up, and then I just wanted to leave it cool down. So what I've done was, I'm going to make 2 small dishes this time. I'm not going to make a big dish. I've got grandchildren. Sometimes they just husband and wife, and they only want a small dish. You can put it in the deep freeze. They can come home from work and heat it up. Or unless you can make a big dish for a whole family of more than 2. Well, I'm going to make two. There's only going to be 6 cannellonis in each of these little dishes. I've got the tomato sauce underneath, and now I'm going to, what I've done here, I've got 400 grams of ricotta and 200 grams of spinach. But put that spinach, don't put the water, strain it properly because you get all that water through it. Strain that spinach properly. Now I've added an egg to that and half a cup of grated Parmesan cheese, okay, to that mixture. And what we do is I'm going to put some nice pepper to it. And as I said, I've got 400 grams of ricotta and 200 grams of that spinach, strained spinach. Don't make it have it too wet because it'll come too wet. And then I'm going to put some mozzarella cheese on the top. And I've got here a dozen of cannellonis, and they're the lovely thin ones. I got this packet of Divila cannelloni. Okay, so I'm just going to put this all into a piping bag. And I'm going to, it doesn't take long. Look, it's very quick to make, very easy. You can freeze them. I love having these in the deep freeze. Take them out the night before or in the morning. I'll just put all this in there. There you go. I'm just going to put it in my piping bag and just pipe it through, okay? So all I do is now pipe it through there. Just fill them up. There you go. Just fill them up. They're lovely cannellonis. Look, lovely. Just put half a dozen in each dish. Very easy. Just squeeze it through. Just squeeze it through, very nice. It's a lovely mixture, not too wet because if it's too wet it'll be too soft. If it is too wet you can always add a little bit of plain flour to it to thicken it up, because otherwise if it's too wet and runny you won't be able to fill up these cannellonis like that. Look, they can just fill up like that. I'm only going to put 6 in that dish. You can make a bigger dish, a smaller dish, whatever you want. This is enough for 12. This mixture is enough for 12, okay? And just keep on putting that through there. Lovely. And look, take it out the night before when we need it for the next day, and just take it out, defrost it, and just put it in the oven. Put it in the oven for about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes. Just keep on doing that. You've got enough here for the 6 of them. I've got 6 in each dish. These small dishes are very handy to have. And just keep on doing, that's enough. You just keep it enough to put it right through. Lovely. That's just nice. Now what we're going to do is I've got to put my sauce on top. I'm going to sprinkle some lovely sauce. See, there's half a dozen in that, was just really nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my sauce on top like that. Just like that. You've got enough here. Just spread it, and that has to cook in with that tomato sauce. And what you do is just spread it around like that, all on the top. You don't need a bechamel sauce with this because you've got that lovely ricotta filling. And I'll just do this one for you and just cover it up like that with the tomato. And now we're going to put some nice mozzarella cheese on the top. Some mozzarella cheese on the top like that. They're beautiful. They are so nice, these ricotta and spinach cannelloni. You can, there's 2 dozen in there, so I've made a dozen, right? And just finish that off like that. That's beautiful. Just put enough cheese on the top like that. And look, you can put it now, you put a piece of baking paper on the top to stop it from sticking to the alfoil. I like to put a bit of baking paper on the top to make it stick. And then I'm going to put the alfoil on top like that. Heat up your oven about 180 to 200, and then just put these in for about 30 minutes like that. And then you can deep freeze. You can deep freeze them like that if you want to. Don't cook them until, if you want to use them straight away, you cook them. But otherwise, if you're going to deep freeze them, just deep freeze them like that, and then take them out the night before or in the morning for the night, and then you can have them, just put it in the oven and heat it up, okay? So if you don't want to use them straight away, put them in the deep freeze. Otherwise, you do that, put that all there like that, put it in the oven for 20 to 30 minutes, about 30 minutes, 180 to 200. Okay, and this is such a quick recipe for these lovely cannellonis. There's two dozen in there, 24. I've made a dozen in these little dishes. You can make a big one or you make some small ones. These are so handy for people coming home from work, just a couple. So to take one of those out and just put it in the oven and heat it up, and it's a beautiful, beautiful dish, okay? So I don't know whether I've done these before, but these are really nice. These are really thin ones. They're the Davila cannelloni. They are so nice and thin, so they're very easy to make and very tasty. And want to know, you've got enough tomato sauce to put on the top of that one. I'm going to put it on the top of that one. I've got the 2 tins of crushed tomatoes, salt and pepper, basil and oregano and olive oil in that. I did it beforehand because I wanted it to cool it down, and just a lovely thick tomato, okay? So I hope you do them, try them and enjoy them. Have a great day. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you. Bye.